from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rody Rob, Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
And welcome to another edition of Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. We're going to do our usual on Wednesday and find out who won Wednesday. We got a bunch of different action going on here. My quick take was, while AEW is very, very entertaining, the one thing of consequence tonight was kind of predictable, the outcomes, where on the NXT side of things, there wasn't a lot of flavor. It just it lacked some luster, although there was a huge marked out moment at the end, I'm sure, for Brian.
Don't say it.
Yeah, don't say it.
Speaking of which, that's Brian from whatever bunker he's hiding out in today.
Yeah. Hello.
He's
Hello,
got,
Adam. You said that.
Full kayfabe cops outside.
Well, I see he's got the WWE Underground behind him.
Oh, he's in the underground?
Yeah, so that tells me that he's in Dante's third level of hell.
No, the seventh. This is the seventh circle, actually. I'm in the seventh circle of hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
And across the table from me, Rody Rob, who is full kayfabe, excited that he doesn't host Wednesdays.
Man, we were talking about it, Brian.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what I love about Wednesdays? What I love about Wednesdays is I don't have to fake it when I don't know it. I'm like, you do. You're the host. So I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to be me and free and blazed. So whatever.
Okay.
You know.
On the board, joining us, Jay Hayes, Brian Burcham, Bus is back. We got Perfect 11, Daniel Price, Will Wagner's here. So we're going to have some fun. Hall of Famer Stike as well. We're going to break it all down and vote, like we normally do. There will be some quick hits that we don't talk about. I might as well mention them now, like Austin Theory lost again to Bronson Reed.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to mention
What are you
that.
talking about now?
They have not done it. They have not done it. Well, I'm not going to talk about it. Let me just say this: Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. I thought they were doing a better job at Bronson with kind of developing him, but neither one of these
fell
two.
off real quick.
These two are just.
Theory getting called up, all the accusations. Now he's back down. Whatever.
It's beyond that. He's so vanilla.
Speaking of vanilla, the other guy we're not going to talk about is Timothy Thatcher's classes or whatever the fuck that is.
His glasses.
Classes.
Lens crafters.
His what? His sasses?
He
What?
taps in about an hour.
He taps
Crasses?
in about an hour. Do you remember
Molasses?
this? Brian, do you remember this?
What?
I don't know. My sound effects aren't working. Never
It's
mind.
not my fault.
Oh no, try it again.
It's on my side.
Yeah,
you just
I'll
don't take. You
have
don't
to
take enough
fix
time
it.
to set up your board.
Yeah,
it-
man, you're the one that hosts tonight. You
it's
should have this set up.
I'll come
It's
fix it.
effed up. No. It's just I had to close the program.
Where's
Okay.
Greg? Tell fucking Greg to get out of his cage. man.
He's working on it right now, motherfucker.
Hey,
He'll get there.
all right.
He'll get there. Greg has his moments of
does.
usefulness. Most times he's not useful.
Yeah.
No.
Like this conversation is not
Correct.
useful.
And then Mox and Kingston, they had some good vignettes tonight, but I don't really have anything on the other side to compare it to. So I really like Eddie Kingston. I don't know why some people don't. I think he's fire. I like what he said. I like what Mox said. I thought it was perfect.
What do you mean by some people? You mean me? Just say me. If you
You
mean me,
people,
just say it.
You people.
You just say what? No, don't. That's
What
not
do you mean?
Not a
Yeah,
good
no.
joke. No, look, I know you're talking about me, and it's,
I know you're talking about me. I'm right here.
It's not, yeah, motherfucker. I'll speak for me. It's not that I don't like Eddie Kingston so much. Like tonight's promo was fire. It was one where he was, backstage. That promo was straight fucking fire. It was great. It was poignant. It told a story. It was direct. It's when he's out there doing the Dane Cook thing in the fucking ring, where it's just like, if I can get louder and louder and say the same thing over and
Brian,
over, you'll
he says
appreciate
it's
me.
Dane Cook. Will you please defend this?
I'm sorry. Kiara sent me a text, and now my mind is. Look at the group chat. I'm sorry. What was the question, Adam? Tell me it again.
He's trying to compare Eddie Kingston when he's in the ring with the Butcher, the Blade, and the Lucha Brothers to Dane Cook.
I did that whole
Dane
thing. He
Cook?
didn't listen
No,
to it at
what?
all. Didn't listen to me at all. Wow.
Your wife,
Who, me
your
or
wife
I
distracted
listened
him.
the first time. I don't think Adam listened to you.
Okay.
Don't throw.
Okay,
Whoa! Don't bring me to this shit.
So
Dane Cook. No, I hate
Would you
that. No,
please?
I'm sorry. No, you're wrong.
Did you hear why I compared him to Dane Cook, or are you just going off of your own non-existent
No, I don't know. Was he just screaming? I'm assuming.
Well, that's what I'm
you're
saying. I'm saying that I'm going to do it again for you, Brian. I'm going to repeat it again. No, I'm going to repeat it again because Brian wasn't paying attention.
He never is.
So stop texting my wife. So, I'm saying that the promo was fire backstage when he was telling a story and he was poignant. But in the ring, when he's with his guys, he sounds like Dane Cook, where he's just screaming shit loudly, hoping to get a reaction. It's just jibber jabber in the fucking.
No, Rob, I'm sorry. You have to listen to the words that he's saying.
What's the board saying?
Like how I didn't listen to the words that you just said 2 seconds ago.
He doesn't say what. Yeah, okay, here they are. No, 5 minutes. This is for 5 minutes. No. This is for 5 minutes, and I can just do a quick one and put it on loop for 5 minutes. No. We're family. No. We're family. Now put that on loop for 5 fucking minutes, and that's what he does in the ring.
On the board, let's check in with them, as Rob suggested before he did whatever he just did. Dane Cook talks like he has ADD. Kingston, not so much. That's from Daniel Price.
Okay,
and Will Wagner says, Eddie Kingston is wrestling's Tracy Morgan, but serious. That's a better comparison.
That's a horrible. Tracy Morgan was serious.
Tracy Morgan?
And Jay Hayes says, Eddie Kingston screaming is actually passionate and for a reason. So I have no problem with it.
Wow, you know what? I want you guys to do me. Send me. Go to what's my fucking Twitter thing?
Smart Mark Show.
Oh no. Go to @RobUSMC0311, and I want you guys to give me a link.
Yeah, way to make yours simple, motherfucker.
I want you. It's on the screen. It's on the screen. I want you to give me a link. Tweet me a link to whatever fucking Kool-Aid all of you are drinking.
Wait, let me just set the record straight. I am at marked out A-bomb. Brian is at marked out BT. At marked out Kiera is Kiera, and then Rob is OU81234 US.
Don't disrespect my Rob US Marine Corps 0311 infantryman. Don't disrespect my fucking Twitter handle, bro. Put some respect on my name.
It's really long.
Yeah.
Well, I had to get rid of the marked out Rob that I had because we thought Kiera was going to try for NXT, so I was trying to wipe myself from the podcast. Remember?
That was like 3 years ago.
I know, but that's kind of when I changed it. So
yeah, when are you going to wipe yourself?
Yeah,
I get the dude wipes now. It's real easy. It's just
you're fired.
All right, let's go.
The front wipe.
Let's actually get
Brian,
to the show. Find out who won.
Let me talk to
Wednesday
Brian here. Brian.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, on the board. It's the show. Brian Burcham.
Yeah,
Says, I'm not a fan of Eddie's promos in the ring. They're more stale than Pork Rinds opened in 1907. Oh, you know what? You know what, dude?
No, don't blow it early.
Bad boy Joey Janela, and I couldn't agree more.
That is a great segue. Brian,
Joey.
Where's Joey tonight?
So apparently he was and they said it on commentary. They didn't make up any fucking kayfabe reason or whatever, but he was exposed to a wrestler that had COVID-19.
Yes, Rob, I don't know if this is your marked out, but you marked out while we were watching the fact that they were honest and open and said it on air.
I did. I was like, look, it's very fucking refreshing that they can just be honest and not everything has to be a web of lies.
Right.
You know,
like a big ninja took him out.
Yeah, it's the medical center versus hospital. It's like when you try to control all of the narrative, every bit of the narrative. It's just even TV shows with scripts have a level of reality that they pump into it every now and then. And Psych Leather, man. Oh my God, I'm not a soldier, bro. I'm a Marine. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Sorry.
There is a distinction.
Oh man.
All right, let's get it started.
You know what Army stands for? Aren't ready to be Marines yet. Yeah.
All right, that's a good shot. We have a good curtain on the NXT side to start. Ciampa, Dream, Kushida.
Yeah.
I know NXT, Rob, does triple threats a lot, but this match had a lot of really good spots. Almost, I don't want to blow the wad early, but almost like the Lucha Brothers going head-to-head later in the night, except this was a triple threat version.
You know, everybody gets so bent about triple threats, right? Oh, they do so many triple threats. And I'm not saying you were there, but just as a general point. And the thing is, you could have an entire night of triple threats. You could have an entire program where the basis of your program was triple threats. I mean, you could do that, and as long as you did it the right way, right? As long as all your triple threats were the right way, as long as you had something working, some kind of angle working that worked for it, and the match was good. NXT does triple threats well. They do them better than most people do. And tonight's opening one, and I'll throw it to you, Brian. Tonight's opening one was not only just completely fucking awesome in the ring, but also had good story coming into it and good story leaving out of it, Brian.
Can I throw it to Brian since I'm the host?
Well, no, he was trying to say a word and I ran over him. So I wanted to...
Kushida was fire, Brian.
You didn't run over me. I just wanted to add to what you were saying before I forgot. But I'm surprised that you actually said that about it, because although I thought it was a good match, I thought it was like some of the double team moves that they were doing were a little too cutesy, like a little too. There was one where I think Ciampa had, I want to say Dream, he had him hung up on the second rope, and then he had Kushida do like a spinning neck breaker at the. I don't know. A lot of the moves, it was just too sequenced. I would just slightly.
Yeah,
it was still a good match.
I would agree with you, Brian. I would fundamentally agree with you, except for the fact that you are a Dirty Bucks fan.
I knew you were going to say
and
that.
And all the Bucks do are cute little flippity foos. I don't want to sound like Jim Cornette or somebody, but
sure.
But that's where you're going.
Yeah, I mean, so you can't say, well, they had two cutesy spots. Well, your guys have cutesy careers.
Okay, but it's expected from the Bucks, right? That's their type of match.
Oh, just because it's expected from Trump, that doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
Brian,
doesn't make it right.
Was it expected when Kushida got the pin on Ciampa? I know there was a little shady whatever with Dream hitting Ciampa with the cast, but I mean, Kushida getting the pin here, that's a big step in the direction of maybe him being a contender for one of the belts at least.
Well, he's been riding that wave right now for a minute.
Well, but this is the first. I mean, he's been featured. This is 2 wins in a row. He beat Dream. Now he's pinned Ciampa.
Yeah,
that's huge. I think.
When did Dream fuck up his hand or his wrist? What's up with that?
I didn't hear anything about that either. Matter of fact, I didn't even know he had the cast on until towards the end of the match.
Yeah, until he used it, I didn't even notice it.
Is it like a house arrest bracelet, and they're just trying to like cover it or something?
Yeah, I think that's so he can't grope little kids. That's
gee, I wasn't gonna say that. But,
what?
So you're just gonna go there?
It's groom, Rob.
Groom,
not grope.
Well, he got his hand, so he can't grope and groom them.
Anyway,
let's go to the AEW side.
Sorry, not sorry, motherfuckers.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, what?
Kenny Omega.
Uh-huh.
Was that a heel turn tonight? His hair's dark. He's got the sweep cleaner thing going, and Justin Roberts did like a fucking 10-minute intro.
He did, and also Kenny's eyebrows are no longer there, so I mean, that's got to mean something, right? But no, I honestly, I mean, with the entrance, I thought he was definitely heel. Afterwards, he didn't really do anything after. I thought he was gonna maybe hit Sonny with like another V trigger or do something. But
it was a squash match. I thought so too at the end.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was whatever. It was just. I don't want to say it was competitive, but he didn't do anything overly heelish or anything during the match. It was just the entrance was just like a little tease.
Really?
I believe.
I mean,
he's definitely like on the heel side, but
you didn't
I wouldn't say that wasn't a full turn by any means.
You don't think so?
I don't think it was a full turn. I think it was an implied turn, Rob. Like he didn't do anything heelish. The intro and everything was there, but he didn't. Okay. He didn't attack Sonny after the bell. He could have.
Exactly.
He didn't do any dirty shit. Now I completely agree with that. But the persona that he purveyed through that entire match, and that was
the match wasn't very long.
And even with the subtleties, just the facial expressions and the way he walked and the way he. And when he was, kind of showing love to Sonny at the end, it wasn't like, thank you for the match. It was like, it's like, yeah, look at you, little buckaroo. Yeah, good for you getting a match with me. That's kind of how it came out. So, no, 100% heel.
Will Wagner says AEW can't do a Cody Kenny entrance in the same night because they only have a 2-hour show. And Stike says Kushida injured Velveteen Dream's wrist at TakeOver 31.
No, that's right.
So
okay.
What is that all? Is that all on the board?
Price is saying something, but we're not there yet, so I'm not going to read it.
Well, Brian, let's say Brian. Maybe this is good. This is a good one. Brian says it's just.
Brian with the Y.
Yeah. I'm talking. Read it, Adam.
It's just the go-to in today's wrestling world. If you aren't in the echo chamber, you're a Jim Cornette, and I'm proud to be a Jim Cornette.
Yeah, I'm proud to be a Jim Cornette. Did you get that, Brian?
And Jay Hayes wants to know why we're not comparing this to Wardlow and Jungle Boy.
What?
Jay Hayes.
What do you say?
He says, why are we not comparing this to Wardlow and Jungle Boy?
Comparing what?
The first segment. Because it's who won Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Did
who
you
won?
not start the show right? Did we miss the first match? I just assumed that was on Dark, Wardlow and Jungle Boy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did we miss that match?
You were the
See,
one in control.
Oh, you know what? And so when it says you can either start from beginning or start live, I might have hit the start live and didn't realize it and we missed the match.
See, I thought that was on Dark
Oh,
or something.
Well, tell us about it, Brian.
What do you want to know? I mean, it was a competitive match. Wardlow won.
Be
we
an
know that.
analyst. Be an analyst.
Be an analyst.
Yeah,
It was
blow
a
your
good
wad
back
for
and
the
forth. There was
All
really
Elite
no.
Hour.
Say it again.
Blow your wad for the All Elite Hour and tell us what happened.
Yeah, exactly. No, I can only say so much before I get interrupted, right? I mean, isn't that's the MOWP?
No, he's rolling away. Go ahead.
Yeah. So all it is, it was a competitive match, but we had Wardlow go over with the, what is it called, the F10 at the end. But really, there was no like chicanery. MJF didn't come out with Wardlow; he came out by himself. Yeah, I mean, really, it was a good opening match. I mean, honestly,
You're not selling me, bro. You're not selling me. Tell me. I mean,
I'm not selling you.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
dude,
tell me
honestly,
the story,
this
man.
was probably one of the best matches of the night.
Yeah.
Like it was. Besides the Ray Phoenix versus the
well, we're gonna
what's
get
his
there.
nuts.
Don't shoot that off. But
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. But
sell
it
me
was
this match because I didn't see it at all. So rather than telling me,
And Rob didn't let me see it.
Rather than saying, it was a good match. I mean,
That's not
tell
what
me,
I was saying.
I'll say
tell
it.
me,
not what I was
tell me
saying,
how
sir.
it was a good match.
There it is.
You want me to go move by move? So Jungle Boy took a top wrist lock. Wardlow did a go behind. He had him in a hammerlock. And then Jungle Boy took him back, got him in a headlock, and then we had a headlock takeover by Jungle Boy. Wardlow got him in a head scissors, a kick out by Jungle Boy, and then they both squared off. They had an ECW stare down. Jerry Lynn came out, and Super Crazy came out. And then New Jack come out and took a dive from.
Wait, New Jack was there?
Yeah, came out. He did a dive. Brad came out. They fucking did a dive at the top of Daly's place. Tony Khan shoved some things in his ass. It was crazy.
Wait, Tony Khan's a woman?
Can you get control of your show, please?
Yeah, it's your show.
All
your
right.
Thanks a lot, Bob!
So it's time to vote. Take your pick on the AEW side. Pick your Wardlow, Jungle Boy, or Sonny Kiss and Omega. You're going against the triple threat on NXT, the actual curtain jerk on that show. Brian, since you're the one who saw it, let's see.
Yeah,
who you
exactly.
vote.
I mean, judging by how I just described the Wardlow Jungle Boy match, I'm going to go AEW. I thought that was the better offering.
I feel like I want to pick NXT because of the way you described it.
Hey, fair enough.
I don't know.
That's your
I
choice.
really enjoyed the triple threat. I did not enjoy Omega and Kiss because it was just a squash match in my
It's not
opinion.
Omega and Kiss though.
And
Aren't you going by Wardlow and?
Well, and then I was gonna say, Brian, and I can't really vote on Wardlow and Jungle Boy because Rob wouldn't let me watch it. So
True.
NXT's getting my vote.
Sorry.
All right.
Rob, break the tie.
Normally, the NXT triple threat match would win hands down. I like Kenny. I like the new look. The entrance was a bit overdone.
Isn't that the point?
But yeah, so I enjoyed it. My turn. But the triple threat was better. I'm giving a point to AEW because I will not give a point to NXT in any match that Velveteen Dream is part of. So,
I like that logic.
Yeah, can't knock it.
All right. Number 2. This is a quick one. Undisputed with Adam Cole on a TV. The Golden Prophecy returns tonight. We'll get back to that later. What's going to happen there? But they basically are just trying to cut a promo and basically also say Cole's not there. On the other side, we have Orange Cassidy and Cody kind of getting a little promo build. Orange Cassidy doesn't know where he's fighting. He was talking about Cincinnati, I think, instead of Jacksonville. And then Cody, he towed the line here, Brian, of a heel promo. But what really fucking pissed me off was him calling himself the Giant Killer and running down the list of giants he's killed.
I loved it. No, I loved it because it's another thing. This is just another way of
course you
him
loved it.
trying to draw heat. He has how many fucking nicknames does he have at this point?
It
Just
doesn't-
tack
wait,
another
wait,
one
wait,
on
wait,
there,
wait.
man. It's already drawing
But
heat.
the
Look, I can
Giant
tell by the way
Killer is
Rob
the
is looking at
biggest
me right now.
fucking problem on AEW, Brian. They have Mox and Cody simultaneously killing giants. We're supposed to believe these big dudes are credible later down the road when they're
Well-
getting beat by Moxley and Cody clean repeatedly.
Did you watch the Wardlow match? He's a giant. Oh no, you didn't see it. Never mind.
I did watch
Wardlow's
Cody beat
great.
Wardlow in his debut. I remember that, Brian.
Okay, well,
remember
Wardlow
that?
is a big man, and he had
Pepperidge
a phenomenal
Farm
match
remembers.
On this show. However, Rob didn't let you watch it. I don't know why.
Rob doesn't like Wigwam.
Warsaw?
You know, so AEW is supposed to be the counter, right? Something new, something fresh. And I understand that, you know, no matter what kind of wrestling promotion you have, that you're going to have to follow certain similarities, you know, i.e. booking, storylines, you know, some things are forever wrestling no matter what promotion you're on. Some things you have to do, right? We know that. But the Giant Killer just tastes. It smells and it tastes like WWE. And it's not something that you need to do.
Nope.
You don't need to do that.
You know what else they did tonight, Brian, that was different?
What?
Since they're talking about on the board, I think it was Daniel Price who brought it up first, but all the nicknames. It looks like TNA down there in the lower third.
What? What do you mean, all the nicknames?
Remember when Joe would come out, it would say the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoan Joe. It would say the phenomenal AJ Styles. It would say, you know, the charismatic Enigma, Jeff Hardy. You know, they kept doing all that. Now, tonight, it was the first night I noticed it, and DP's pointing it out too. They had it on the bottoms. Everybody seemed to have a nickname.
Yeah, no, I completely. Oh, yeah, everyone has a nickname, but I don't think it was like it wasn't something that was like crazy.
Why is this a topic?
Yeah, right. I know. Why are we fucking talking about this?
Because I want to go into the. I thought Brian would lead us there, but the board was talking about this earlier. The deeper topic of the AEW is supposed to be more of a wrestling show, and it's very quickly becoming sports entertainment.
Wow. Yeah.
And overboard on the nicknames is that.
No, that's not
No,
fair.
UFC
That's not
has
fair.
a lot of nicknames. You ever
Not
watch
by
UFC?
itself, Rob. Not by itself, but that's one of the chips on the side.
No. Stop. Okay,
being petty, Rob.
first stop.
Petty.
No, you'll stop. Okay, so first off, WWEF forever has put the nicknames on the lower third. Okay, and I understand you're going to say, well, that's still sports entertainment. NWA,
But not everybody had one.
No, not everyone on AEW has one.
Tonight they did.
Yes, they do.
No, every single person.
Every single
Yeah.
person.
Well, maybe
Absolute-
they were having. Maybe it was fucking for the fun of it. Maybe it was for the fucking fun of it. I don't know. Back in the day,
Hangman.
back in the day, back in the day.
What are you channeling?
Wait. Let me get my camera Grimes out. Back in the day, boys. Back in the day, everybody's name was a nickname. They didn't have real names to go to nicknames, son. It was all nicknames.
Yeah, Concrete Rose was Sunny
Earthquake?
Kiss tonight.
That's a nickname.
And Spike Dudley will always be the real giant killer, Stike Leather says.
Sure.
What about what's his nuts?
Oh,
Marco Stunt. That's Jason Sklenar's favorite AEW roster member. I believe.
What about him?
I think he's trying to keep his brother.
He's a giant killer.
Again, let's not do this giant killer thing.
All right, time to vote. Undisputed versus Cody.
Oh, we're going promos.
Yeah. Fuck it.
You know what? I'm going to go AEW just because I appreciated Arn's khaki shorts. I thought they complimented him well with his.
Yeah, that's the khaki shorts wins Brian
Yep,
over.
his tucked in AEW t-shirt.
I got to go NXT. I thought it was kind of cool that they had the iPad on the stand where Cole normally stands in the back with him talking through it with the guys. I thought it was we just talk about, admitting to certain things of our reality. Well, that is kind of our reality right now, talking to people through fucking technology. So,
and that also, this story would maturate throughout the night into the story that NXT told. The one story they told tonight. There was a bunch of matches, but this was the story they told, and this was the opening salvo, if you will.
right, if you will.
Next up,
If you will.
Brian's new bride, Jessie Kamea, against Ember
Allegedly.
Moon. What?
I said allegedly.
Okay. Well, anyway, Ember won. No surprise. Dakota Kai attacked afterwards. I don't think NXT stands a chance. I'm not insulting the women. Anybody who's listened to the show knows that that's the best women's division in wrestling, in my opinion, and Rob as well.
Indeed.
But AEW, their offering on the other side was Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr. to advance in the tournament for the number one contender. I don't even know where to start, Brian. This match, was match of the night. You mentioned Wardlow and Jungle Boy, but I don't think it could touch this one.
No. And actually, now that I think about it, I remember I texted you guys. I was telling you when I told you Janela was out of this match, and I said Sonny Kiss and Kenny. I was like, that's going to be match of the night tonight. And I realized that it was only 10 seconds long. But no, this was match of the night by far.
By far.
There was a moment where I thought Phoenix had fucked up his mouth, and you could see Aubrey Edwards even. It looked like she hit her little walkie-talkie gimmick on her hip during the match. But this was a hard-hitting match, man. Like these guys, I've never seen them. I mean, they've wrestled before, but I've never seen them put like I don't know. They were really laying it in just for just like a regular normal. This was just a normal TV match.
Go tonight,
It wasn't even a pay-per-view or anything.
Hey, Brian, on the board, I like this one. Perfect 11 is comparing Penta and Phoenix to a cheat code on a video game. Like, hey, we need match of the night. Go put these two guys out there.
Yeah, right. Like Game Genie or some shit.
Game Genie, wow. Brought that shit up.
There's something to be said, though. There's something to be said with this match that they're luchadors, and they have very luchador styles. And to see them in that, kind of give us that kind of match is awesome. And it's never exhausting like watching a private party in Bucks match, right? It's not exhausting. It's not just no sell, go, jump, just spin, flip. I mean, this is well choreographed, storytelling,
Brian, are they kayfabe brothers or real brothers?
They're real brothers.
Yeah. I think that's what part of what you're talking about, Rob, is they've probably gone through this so many times, so many different ways, up and down federations and in different organizations.
Yeah.
Like this was just normal for them. It was probably like, yeah.
But I mean, I was thinking I was pointing more towards the style itself, the two different styles in contrast, right? Is, the lucha style that is still flippy and reversals and no sells and always has been, but there's something eloquent about the way that they perform it. There's something that tells a story. Eloquent, thank you. There's something that tells a story, right? And where the style of the Bucks and a lot of other wrestlers right now is just it's like writing down a story on a piece of paper and not having any periods or commas. That's what the Bucks are. It's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, the board is sully about this, saying that Pentagon and Phoenix should have been main event instead of the four. They should have flip-flopped because
Yeah.
Anyway,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It makes the tournament seem a little bit more bigger.
Well, that and I'm sorry.
And maybe Butcher wouldn't have been drunk like he was by the end of the night.
And Brian,
don't you fucking say that.
Since you brought this up, I want to point this out to you. This was in my opinion, only match tonight where you didn't know the winner ahead of time. Because let's be honest, we know Bucks, Page, and Kenny were going to win. And I'm sorry, Jungle Boy, we knew Wardlow was going to win.
Yeah.
So this was the only surprise of the night. Also, I think that lends, no disrespect to any of the people tonight, I think that lends a little bit to making this also match of the night because we would believe false finishes. We don't know who's going to win. That is one of the booking fails of AEW by having championship match after championship match. Doesn't matter what the belt is every week. Mm-hmm. Like you knew Sheeta wasn't going to lose last week. You knew FTR wasn't going to lose last week. You knew Cody wasn't going to lose last week. You didn't know it was going to go to time limit with Cody maybe, but the rest of the shit you knew.
Right. Stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny.
After a year, they need to learn that lesson.
I was telling Adam Bryan.
We know AEW win here, right?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I was telling Brian Adams. That
Brian Adams.
That I would love to see Penta go for the fucking TNT Championship. Now that would be believable.
He's gonna lose next week.
So.
That would be believable.
I'm with you, Rob, but he's going to lose next week. This tournament, just like the last tournament was all about Cody and Archer, this tournament is all about Kenny and Hangman. That's just, I mean, I hate to say that.
It's all an intertwining of stories and like they're starting some and continuing some within the tournament. It's not just Hangman and Page. Hangman and Page is the conclusion. It is your season finale of this tournament, right? But there's other things going on. The Penta and Ray, they've always had a little bit of an issue, or recently had a little bit of an issue with each other. So that continues that. And of course, there's other ones in here as well that just
maybe Penta's going to go for the North American next.
Or the 24/7.
Right.
What's the board
hard
saying?
truth will run
I want to
through.
hear some of the board.
Brian Bertram says, fully agree. It's become too predictable. Will Wagner says the biggest fail is there's no more guaranteed win than that combination. And he's talking about Penta and Phoenix. Is a match that can rarely happen since they're partners. It definitely should have main evented. Perfect 11 says. I agree though with more of what Rob says there. Perfect 11. I think that they're gonna break up, so you'll see it again sooner than later. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. That's from Daniel Price.
It's crazy. Allow me to amaze thee. They say I'm ugly, but it just don't faze me. I'm still getting in the girl's pants, but I even got my
Why are you
own
rapping?
dance.
What is this?
The Humpty Dance. It's your chance to do the hump.
Oh,
Oh, sexy baby. I
do the hump to hump. All right.
I do the hump.
Next up, we got a 6-man tag. Legado del Fantasma against Atlas, Adonis, and Swerve. I really like this match. There were a lot of really fun spots, but as I'm watching side by side with AEW, it couldn't help but feel this was a little bit of a spot fest match, especially being a 6-man tag. What are you laughing about?
No,
over there?
you sound like a politician on the stump. Just kind of, you got a couple talking points. I really like this match. Really entertained me. That was that touchdown. I want to. It's my teammates. It wasn't me. It's so political in your analysis there. I'm sorry, I mean to call you out like that. It's made me giggle, and you asked, so
It's fine.
You sound like a politician right now.
yeah, right.
On the other one, we had the big shocker booking. Hangman went over Colt. Brian.
What about it? You don't think Colt could have made an upset?
Nope.
No, because the
I
tournament's
know.
predictable
No.
already.
No, I know. It was still that was another intense match, especially for a Colt Cabana match. Him doing that splash
Match was fine. I'm
to
just
the
saying
outside.
you don't believe any false finish or anything that Colt does.
No, you're
Of course, we knew Hangman was going to win. Come on,
Look, no,
but
no.
it was still a competitive, fun match to watch.
It's not competitive if you know who's going to win.
Take away the Hangman and Omega storyline. Take that out of the tournament. Right?
Okay.
Take that out of because that's very clearly the end of the tournament. Take that out. If you would have told me that Hangman would have lost to what's his fuck?
Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana, right? I would have
Scotty Goldman.
I would have said, yeah, I could see that happening.
No.
No, they have not shown Hangman to be invincible, number one.
Yeah.
And
I see
number
what you're
two-
saying. It's just a regular match, not a tournament match.
No, a tournament match. Yes, absolutely. Yes, in a tournament match, I could see it happening. An upset. The storyline would be that it would send Hangman down into a kind of a depression state.
He'd start drinking.
Maybe, yeah, something like that.
Drinking more.
And then Colt Cabana would have higher standings with the Dark Order because he got the win. He'd be embraced by Brody again after he got scorned the other day. There's a lot of ways that you could really sell a win. I don't think it would be an outright I beat your ass win. I think it would be I snuck in a roll up.
Right, like a 1-2-3 kid scenario.
Not as extreme.
Okay.
Cabana's got more credit
You're right.
than
You're
1,
right.
2,
He's
3
not
kid.
a nobody.
Yeah.
I like what Perfect 11 says here. He says, I didn't really see Colt in WWE, but seeing him in AEW, I'm not convinced by anything in his character's presentation. He looks like the dictionary definition of a jobber. I mean, they really haven't let him do much character work. He's just been in the Dark Order. Like, they're doing the character work by grooming him.
Oh, the story's entertaining enough from the outside looking in as we have been. I don't think we need to have a personal touch.
Well, no,
on that
but
one.
like Reynolds tonight. Was that Reynolds or was that Silver, Brian? That went crazy.
That was Silver.
Okay, so Silver. They showed more personality out of Silver tonight in that one promo than they have for Colt his entire run here. So to Perfect 11's point, and I'm a big Colt Cabana fan. I like him a lot. He's a Jew. Of course I like him.
Wow.
But the fact remains, Brian, there is a little validity to the point, and I'm not knocking the guy. They have not shown his character whatsoever.
Well, I think what Rob was saying, it was just the whole thing with like the Dark Order too, and like his kind of, he's not necessarily like totally in, but they haven't turned on him yet. I think that's the story, is that he took the loss tonight, and now maybe this is where he kind of separates, because I don't know. I feel like they have to do something because he's been flirting with them for months now. Either go full throttle with it, or he needs to get out of it.
You might want to consider also that maybe Colt just isn't that great of an actor. You know, that could be part of it.
Wow.
And no, it's not a dig. Some people just aren't that great actors. You know, I'm just saying it could be part of it. He's
like us on Monday trying to pretend we're interested.
Right. He's fun and he's right. He's fun and he's interesting. Right. But. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Will Wagner, Colt Cabana seems like Eric from Boy Meets World grew up and became a wrestler.
Yeah, right.
Someone to laugh at but not focus on.
No, right. Yeah, and he's been a comedy wrestler for so long now. I don't think he can get that out of his bones.
They need to team him with Santino Marella.
Yeah, so him having a storyline that's not too emotional and just kind of funny from an angle, yeah, let's go with that. I'm okay.
All right, so 6-man spot fest on NXT or predictable tourney match on AEW. What's your winner, Rob?
I'm gonna go the predictable tourney match. It was a fun match to watch.
That you went with my lingo is what I'm laughing at.
Oh, it's okay. No, it was actually a fun match to watch. The other one was kind of tiring.
Like, do you want to vote for the old guy or the orange guy? Brian,
don't push it.
Brian.
You know what? I'm gonna give the nod to I'm gonna give it to NXT. I don't know what they said. Let me repeat that. Let me try it again. Brian, center yourself.
WNXT.
Brian, center yourself. 1, 2, 3, and go. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to NXT. I thought it was a fun tag match.
I am as well, Brian. So we're tied at 2. Next up is a pretty shitty one, but we're gonna vote anyway.
Hey, in case everybody out there, in case you didn't see the match, at least now Brian let you know that it was fun.
I want you guys to know that I put this on the vote here because I thought these were both turd segments, and I want to see which turd floated.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
We've got the Garganos and Johnny Hates the Wheel that keeps coming up casket match or some bullshit. That was what it was. Somebody on the board earlier said Johnny Same Face and Not Quite Alexa Bliss or whatever they were calling Candace there. It was a funny pun, but I'm not going to go find it.
I wish you could have done it right. So
yeah, I don't know who did that.
Was it fun though?
It was fun.
Do you want it to be fun? And then on the other side, Team Taz came out of the gate like fire, and now I just don't care. I don't care, Taz, that you're coming out and Darby doesn't deserve a shot at Full Gear against Cody, they're telling you Cody's going to win against Orange Cassidy.
Right.
Once again. He doesn't deserve a shot at Cody. Ricky Starks does. He's won 9 out of his last 10 matches and blah, blah, blah.
Johnny Same Face and Sugar-Free Alexa Bliss.
That was it. But Taz, it's like to me, and you guys might not compare it properly, but it's like with Bray Wyatt. When he was leading the Wyatt family, and he's like, we're so big and bad, nobody can beat us, and then they just lose a lot.
Yeah.
Ricky Starks is one, but Brian Cage is supposed to be your top guy, and he's not winning.
Will Wagner says Taz sounds like a used car salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
This thing will get you 20 miles to the gallon.
I'm going to say something that's going to be unpopular, Brian. I know you're going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? What? But the Starks promo tonight did not impress me.
Really?
Yeah. Not impressed by it.
That does bum me out because I thought that was a fun promo, Rob. I really did. I thought it was very fun.
I thought it was so forced. It was so forced.
No. But seriously, I feel like him and Darby, I feel like their feud that they have going is really one of the more like interesting ones. That's one of the ones where I can't see who, like you were talking about guarantees about who's going to win, who's going to lose. Mm-hmm. That one I have really no idea where they could go with the story. Like that's one of the ones that's kind of up in the air.
Okay, no, I'll give you that. I will give you that the outcome of their rivalry is unknown, and it could swing either way. That is a positive plus in that story. To say that these two have had one of the more interesting stories going on in the show, I would ask you whatever you're smoking. Can you send me a little bit because
sure
that's okay. That's insane. It's been they threw each other in the ropes a couple times and they punched each other a couple times. It hasn't been anything in depth. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, the skateboard with attacks and then, like you said,
Steve-O showing up.
Yeah, Steve-O.
Right.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm glad you're. Hey, you know what, Brian? Whatever makes you happy, man. I am a full supporter.
All right,
Whatever
fact checks on the
makes you
board.
happy.
Jay Hayes says he never mentioned Cody's name. He said TNT Championship. You might as well have. Brian Bertram.
Yeah, I was confused there too. I was like, what? Nah, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, I'm in the minority. I never really cared for Taz ever. He could wrestle, but I hated him on the mic in any position. I liked him on commentary. He was fine. If I have to choose, I choose NXT because I'm tired of Team Taz and the Darby storyline. Stike says, yeah, that's been running to the ground.
Yeah,
that's the other big thing about it.
Who is he on commentary with?
Tenay?
Who? Where in TNA?
Yeah.
TNA.
And I think
Tenay.
it was
Borash.
JR for a little bit
No, JR in TNA.
What?
Oh no, in WWE it was Cole. He was with Cole in WWE,
Come on, Cole.
and he was with Tenay and
Did him and Heyman never do the mic together?
Not on commentary. No.
Okay.
And anyway, let's see what else. Ricky Starks is a great value cola version of The Rock, according to Will Wagner.
Yeah. Well.
You know the great value cola, right, Brian?
Yeah. It's like the kind of It's like
I'm gonna get me one of those and
It's
smoke me some
Kirkland.
GPC cigarettes.
All right,
Some
so
American
Paragon's
spirits.
here. What's up, buddy? Next up, we got to vote.
That's MJ.
I'm going to
Paragon
go
is MJ.
with NXT. Yeah, Johnny's same face and the sugar-free Alexa Bliss. I just don't like the Team Taz thing. I'm voting against AEW in the turd battle here. Brian?
I'm voting AEW, even though I'm not really for Taz and him. It seems like he's getting himself over more than he is Ricky and Brian Cage. However, with this promo, I feel like
You think he's getting over?
No, I feel like Taz is trying to get himself over more than Brian Cage.
Well, he's
and Ricky
failing
Stark.
on all counts.
You're not wrong. I still, with that said, I'm still gonna go with AEW.
All right.
Yeah.
Rob.
I don't even remember what the NXT side was, so I'm gonna go NXT.
Okay, it was the
It was
Garganos.
Legado del.
Yeah, I'm going NXT.
No, that was the last one. Next up,
Yeah.
3-2. NXT is winning. I don't think they've got a fucking chance in hell here. Although I've been entertained by Drake and Killian, they're fighting Everrise once again. Where Bus, who's been hanging out here, it's time to talk about the dinner debonair. I don't know where to start here. This is something that was very, very weird. Felt like the old, what was it? Bob Hope and Bing Crosby, the like Road to Whatever things.
I mean, you could do so many of those. Sinatra and
Yeah, it
Martin and yeah.
They definitely were trying to emulate and channel that. I know the board was talking about Jericho at the end looked very, very blown up. That he
Oh my
did.
God.
Well, we'll just
He
say
didn't quite look like.
This is a butcher, and I'm a little blown up, but you did okay.
with
Okay,
confidence.
all right.
What's up, Vice?
With confidence, I can say they're not going to get a Tony for that. That is a 100% definite. Brian, look, man, and I need you to help me. Board, I need you to help me. People at home, I need you to help me with this. Because I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm really fighting with myself. I've got the angel on one side, the demon on the other, trying to tell me, this is really good, you're enjoying it. The other one's like, this is stupid as fuck, what the fuck is happening? And I'm stuck still with these two on either side of my head. Because, like, where I was entertained and I laughed, which I think was probably an intentional goal there, I was also like, this isn't really wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can say Jericho for his long list of wrestling firsts. He now goes down in history as the first one to bring Broadway to professional wrestling.
It was definitely a musical number.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah.
were they tap dancing at all? They didn't tap dance.
No, they didn't
did
tap dance. They just kind of tapped. They
Like
tapped,
the
but not tap danced.
yeah.
Jay
like-
Hayes says MJF had no idea what he was referencing half the time.
No.
No,
He's
probably
way
not.
too young.
Probably not. But he was a singer when he was a kid. You guys have seen the Rosie O'Donnell clip, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, and he sang fine, so did Jericho.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't sing great together. I mean, that's a learned skill. But, I mean, they were fine on their own, I guess.
Will Wagner says one of them can't sing. Which one's he talking about?
No, MJF is not that great. He's not that good.
Well, Jericho.
I mean,
what
it's
about Jericho?
easy.
Are you a Fozzy fan?
But Jericho was very pitchy. I know MJF probably doesn't have the range, but
Yeah, I mean,
Jericho was pitchy.
Neither one of them were great for that genre. I'll just say that. They were given the impression of the that was fine, but they weren't necessarily carrying a note. It wasn't
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody knows I'm not allowed to sing, so
no,
I'm not
you're
even gonna try.
totally not allowed to do that. But yeah,
My
so
daughter's just as bad as me.
beyond their auditory skills in this sequence, just the concept of doing this is what I question. Brian, help me.
Rob, you're not wrong, because I've felt that the entire time. Like I enjoyed it. I'm gonna say it. I enjoyed it. I thought I liked it. But while I'm watching, I'm like, this isn't this. Like you said, this isn't necessarily wrestling. This isn't wrestling. Like it seems like Jericho keeps topping himself with things that aren't wrestling and kind of tying it into wrestling. Really.
Yeah, well, he got a lot of heat for the Orange Cassidy fucking match. What was that? What was that called again? A mimosa match.
The Mimosa Mayhem.
He got a lot of heat for that, and I'm wondering if something like this is just a, oh yeah, you thought that was bad?
Exactly.
Let me show you what I can do now.
Right, and then what was the one before it? The Stadium Stampede.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He keeps doing things that are just.
The Stadium Stampede was fun all around, though.
Look, Jay Hayes on the YouTube live chat board. It says, "Did you enjoy it, Rob?" Question mark, question mark, question mark. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I think I did. I think I enjoyed it. I don't think I hated it. I was disturbed by it. I had parts of it that I thought were a bit bad, but as an overall question, I think I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd ever want to see it again, though, Brian.
No. And we have to also, I think, honestly, one of my favorite parts was when the steak eventually came. Like, the gimmick in the beginning when they were ordering the steak. And then eventually when they got it, and it was just a piece of raw steak. And they were both like, yeah, I don't want to eat this. I thought that was, I was dying.
Yeah, I get it. These two together, the recipe of Jericho and MJF together makes corn. I mean, that is what this is designed for. Just
makes
a big
corn?
Yeah, it's a big bowl of corny, right?
Oh,
it's just,
corny.
Yeah,
I thought you said corn.
I was trying to make a little simile there, but they're corny. Sometimes corny people are fun. So
okay, now I think the demon on your shoulder, Rob, Paragon summed it up here. This takes the storyline nowhere. And I agree here, because Jake Hager is supposed to be Jericho's partner in the tag division now.
No.
But they're not really in the tag division.
Stop,
they're doing this with
because
MJF.
You're wrong. Just stop talking, because you're wrong. He's wrong and you're wrong both. On this.
Wrong.
That's absolutely.
Wrong.
These two men, I mean, think back to movies. Think about Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends?
Want to do Karate in the Garage?
Right. So think about that. These two.
Do you want to become best friends?
Not only reconciled during this dinner and realized how petty they were being towards each other, but they also shared a musical number together. They bonded tonight is what happened. And when they have that town hall meeting with the rest of the inner circle, Jericho is going to be on the side of his new buddy in music.
Yeah. This can be smitten.
So where, love it or hate the segment itself, you can't say that there's no consequence or that it didn't advance the storyline. It absolutely advanced the storyline. It absolutely has consequence to what happens next in this storyline. So you got to stop looking so shallow. You got to look deeper, bro.
I don't know, man.
I know you don't. That's why I just did the whole explanation so you would know.
So let's vote.
You know now.
Dinner Debonair or Everrise, Drake and Killian.
We want to thank you guys for coming out tonight to Dixie's Tavern. We are Everrise, 90s Pearl Jam cover band.
Somebody said Never Rise on the board because they always lose.
Don't call me
Boss man. Cold man stealing.
Since you guys didn't vote, I'm just giving the point to AEW.
1, 2,
Yeah.
from you.
All right, we got women against women because AEW only gets to put them out once. Britt versus Kaylin King, and we have Casey Catanzaro versus Xia Li. Xia must win. Casey wins. Raquel kills everyone, including Caden Carter. Britt, Rob. Did she look better again?
Wait, I'm going to get there. I don't want to blow over NXT too much. I want to say it's good to see Xia getting storylines, and so is Casey. They are having a storyline. They are involved in a feature presentation.
Not just a match.
Not just a match here or there. They're developing their characters, as they always do so well in NXT when it comes to the women's division.
And they also made Raquel Gonzalez look good by having her come out and kind of squash them. They built multiple storylines there.
100%. Now to your question about and it's Dr.
Doctor.
Britt Baker,
Sorry.
DMD.
Sorry. My bad.
I know I usually save that sound effect for my wife when she comes on the show, but I played it celebratory right now, right? Because where I was once a deep Britt Baker not fan. Sorry, Britt Baker not fan. I have slowly morphed through this COVID pandemic to not only enjoying Britt Baker as a personality and an entertainer, but to also enjoying her in the ring. I am a fully fucking converted fan for Dr. Britt.
This like Lana.
I am.
Is this like your Lana conversion?
She's even hotter now, right?
Whoa,
no,
Rob.
Because I'm just saying, as a man, she's always been a cute girl. I'm just saying that with the comedy, and then she's fucking kind of badass in a ring now. I'm like, you know what? Looking good, girl.
Brian,
looking good.
Save this from whatever Rob's nonsense there.
No, I mean he's not wrong about her character and even her ring work. The one thing that I do want I'm kind of interested into seeing is like the last match that she had was against Big Swole, and it was I almost called it a scenic match. That's not what it's called. It was help me out here. Come on. It was come on.
We don't know.
Really?
No.
Yes, you do. Cinematic. It was a cinematic match. It wasn't like a regular match.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the dentist one.
Yes, yeah. So I want to see Britt in kind of like a bigger match. I don't know, maybe against like Sheeta or someone that can really go in AEW, and then we'll kind of have a good gauge on where she is.
I think that they noticed or they understood that Britt, when she first came out and they tried to give her the initial push, they noticed that she wasn't ready for that.
No, she got injured, Rob.
No. Before she got injured,
That was the best thing ever for her.
Yeah, I understand that, but before she got injured, they were definitely trying to push her as being the face of the company. That was, that is very apparent. And they slowly realized that, okay, she can't, we need to pull her back. And then her injury helped facilitate an opportunity to give her personality without tarnishing it by her lack of ring control, right?
It vaulted her character.
It absolutely did. So now you can look past some of the faults. So now let's work on her ring skills, since we got her working up now. So now they have both things in place with her. She's entertaining, she can talk, and she can wrestle. And she can act.
Jay Hayes says, her ring work is catching up to her character. I agree.
No, and that's my point exactly right now. So
yeah,
now
he was being succinct about it.
Yeah, now, I'm painting a picture. Now is the time.
We don't need a picture here, Bob Ross.
To give her that push that you gave her before, Brian.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. I mean, who else are you going to put it on? Sheeta's had the belt forever. I mean, maybe you could say Nyla, but other than that, I mean, they're kind of thin.
And she's the perfect heel for Sheeta's face.
Definitely.
It'll get there.
I think
isn't Nyla Rose still the contender?
She is, I believe.
Well, and Britt's still doing her thing too. I'm not saying they're going to fight next week, but
what about Full Gear?
It definitely sets it up.
Okay.
What do you think is going to happen at Full Gear? Who's
I
going to face Sheeta?
I don't know.
Nyla?
I don't know.
Britt?
I'm going to go with Britt for my vote over Casey and Zaya. I do like that they're including them and doing something there, but Britt's maturation deserves my vote. Rob?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the I'm gonna say I'm all hail to that, the queen of the ring, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Yeah, it's a full sweep.
Happy
AEW
little
game.
trees and angry little elves.
Dr. Britt.
That's from DP.
Yeah.
Brian, what's your vote?
I just fucking said. You didn't hear me?
No, I wouldn't listen.
Oh.
All
I
right,
said
AEW's up
AEW
4-3.
and Dr. Britt. Come on.
I heard you. All right, so here we go. We got a main event, and I'm going to start on the AEW side, Brian.
AEW.
We got Private Party. We got Butcher and Blade Butcher. The Bucks and Silver and Reynolds, and we got FTR and commentary. No fucking shock. The Bucks won. The Bucks won. We've got 3 teams that are not even ranked or have any business in the title. And this is for Full Gear, right? So who the fuck's going to be there?
Predictable.
Yeah,
We're gonna get predictable.
Every other team in this, if you stuck Colton Brody here, we might think that the Dark Order's winning. If you stick fucking best friends in there. We might think that they're going to go on to face them. You could have Lucha Brothers, anybody, but you picked the 3 low-rung teams. I'm sorry, they're just not there yet. But
they're the ones that are doing the
where
fucking.
They're supposed to.
Those are the ones doing the 20-minute glory matches. That's who those other 3 teams were.
Right, they're the ones that are doing the open challenge and losing every week. So the Bucks win. FTR comes down. Tully does his normal shenanigans that they do. They beat the shit out of him. And we go off air.
Give some credit to Tully though. Tully looking pretty agile. I haven't seen him moving like that in a while.
Well, at first, then he looked really unagile.
Why did they hide him though? Like, why did they try to make it seem like he was like a mystery person?
That was confusing, wasn't it?
Well, I think they did that because, and I bought it for half a second. We're supposed to reveal a new horsewoman. Why wouldn't they put Tully in a mask to hide it so we think there's a reveal? Rob cued me in real quickly to Tully moving around like an old man, and it was clearly not anybody except for Tully.
Brian's like, Adam's like, who's that? I'm like, it's fucking Tully. Look at him.
Yeah, right.
Well,
and he also did
take
the
a
pile
step
driver gimmick too.
Yeah, but when he hadn't taken a step yet or moved, he was just standing there.
The fact that he leans forward because his back won't hold up straight, it's totally not.
The fact that his daughter is an asshole.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Hey, sorry, not sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. I agree with that. So the Bucks win. They get crushed at the end, but we've set up Full Gear. I'm sure one of them will be on TV next week while the other's at home nursing his injury until we get to Full Gear. On the other side, Breezango is supposed to fight Undisputed.
Supposed to.
But Bobby Fish was taken out and gone to the hospital for an MRI on his knee. Then Roddy was taken out. So we need new people. So who do we get, Brian? They lost their match last week. We get Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan because they were if there was a ranking on NXT, they're number 3 because they lost their contender match last week.
Well, they'd be number 2.
Well, sorry, Champ, I was thinking it's number 1. But yes, you're right, Rob.
Yeah.
They would be number 2. And so they answer the call so that NXT still has a main event for the tag team champions. And guess what happens, Brian?
Well, what? Paint the picture for me, please.
Hell freezes over on many levels here. We find out who's been killing Undisputed all night. It's their old friend, Pat McAfee. And not only that, he's aligned with the new tag team champions, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch.
I hate it.
See, I'm.
It was better than the Retribution reveal.
So I'm struck tonight, Brian. I'm struck tonight by many things, but by your reaction there, you have been basically, virtually, not literally,
no, literally,
Oney Lorcan
for a long time.
For a long
time.
No,
literally.
Okay, literally he was. Okay, so literally, so he's. Oh, fuck me.
What?
There's a fucking lizard just on the top of my computer screen just looking at me. Hey, dude. I guess the cats brought him in, and he's like, fucking save me.
Dude, they were torturing a lizard out there the other day.
Oh, God. What were we talking about?
Pat McAfee.
Oh, yeah. So, but you've been all up in Oney Lorcan's ass for a while.
Yes.
And finally he gets some gold around his waist. I figured you'd be doing some Jeffrey Tubin shit right now.
Right. Cartwheels or skip
Jeffrey
it. Yeah,
Tubin
no, you know what?
shit.
I'm happy that they won. I'm happy that they're tag team champions. That's fucking awesome. However, the fact that they had to do it because of Pat McAfee? I don't.
They didn't have to do it. It was all part of Pat McAfee's plan.
Yeah, they won the match themselves. I mean, they didn't use McAfee to win the match. They just didn't have to fight.
I know,
Undisputed.
but
now, and also we don't know that they're aligned, that they're a faction. We don't know at all because
it was implied.
Because Fuckafee has no, it wasn't implied. Fuckafee has fucking alliance or has beef with Undisputed already through the Adam Cole thing.
Right.
So for him to come over and fuck them over doesn't mean that he was helping Oney Lorcan and Burch win. He was just fucking over Undisputed.
He had to get himself a faction,
right? No,
because he had NFL players last time.
So you think this is his faction?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think. To even out,
he should get actual football players to come back, like Pac-Man Jones. He was a tag team champion. I think D'Angelo Williams.
Yeah.
We can get Mongo. Mongo can manage them.
Perfect 11 thinks that this is going to lead to once again undisputed in War Games against McAfee, Birch, Lorcan. That
Who else?
I don't know. Maybe Ridge Holland seems the most
He's
logical right now.
No, Ridge Holland's hurt. He's out for like forever. He like fucked his knee up or some shit.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to be part of it then. I don't know who they replace him with.
So maybe do you think that Ridge Holland was the one that was attacking them, and then Pat McAfee, because since he got hurt, they were like, oh, well, we need someone.
No, I think Ridge was supposed to be part of the 4.
Yeah.
I think that's the only difference. I think Pat McAfee's supposed to be the guy here.
Right.
Animaniacs remake coming out. Anaconda Vice says,
Really?
I don't know. Nothing's like the original.
Yeah, he's getting surgery after a freak.
I fucking ruined my camera. Sorry, go ahead.
An ankle injury. That's what it was.
Ruined.
You got like fucking 4 cameras over there.
There
Jesus
we go.
Christ.
Yeah.
Let me see the lizard.
Huh?
Can I see the
tape.
lizard?
Check the tape.
Where is he?
He's
You're touching
Oh
him?
shit!
Yeah,
Now
he
he's
jumped
over
right
on
Yeah,
my
it's just a
table.
lizard. You can touch a lizard. It's not a big
No,
deal.
you'll get like scabies or something, Robert. Come
You
on.
don't get scabies.
Scabies.
Touching
That's
a
from
fucking
sharing
lizard.
underwear with bad people who don't wash themselves, right?
Yeah.
Well,
They're lizards, bro. You can touch a lizard. It's okay.
you get no.
Yeah, you're such a germaphobe. It's just a lizard.
Oh, dude, you have no
I
idea.
do.
It's gotten insane.
No, I'm sure.
It's all this
I'm
shit.
sure. Yeah, you can touch a lizard, bro. It's all good. I touch my lizard all the time.
Well, yeah, me too, man. Not yours, mine.
Adam, control
Yeah.
your show.
Time to vote.
Adam, help.
Time to vote since you guys are talking about masturbation here. Time to vote and do awards and get the hell out so I don't have to watch your circle jerk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not a circle if it's only 2 of us.
NXT totally wins this.
Who's going to finish first?
Yeah, NXT.
Wait, NXT won?
Yeah.
Shut up.
New champs, consequence, not predictable. I'm going to
You're
go
kidding
with.
me.
No, I don't think he's kidding because I'm going to give him my vote too. I didn't think for a fucking second that Birch and Lorcan were going to win the tag titles tonight, and that the story with Undisputed that had been built all night was going to culminate to this. Versus on the other side, the Bucks won and they got attacked by FTR. Predictable fucking city, Brian.
But we also
always
had
vote.
the
At least me and
Phoenix.
Rob do on consequence and things
We're
like
talking
that.
about the segment. This is not our overall pick, Brian. This is consequences.
We're
Oh,
talking
the
about
segment.
main
the
event.
segment. The segment.
The main
Okay.
event, man.
Oh, okay. I
Chime
thought we were
in.
doing.
Yeah, come on.
I thought we were at the end. No. Okay,
Focus.
I'm with you. NXT. Yeah, NXT. I'm focusing. I'm sorry.
NXT.
I got Babatunde over my shoulder.
All right, so it's 4-4. It's time to find out who won Wednesday board. Before we close it out, we're also going to do our marked out moments and our trip to Petty Town.
Oh, okay.
Rob, try to be succinct here. Who won Wednesday for you? 4-4, the way we voted.
Oh, you got to go AEW. I mean, NXT, the ending was the main event was great. The rest of the wrestling tonight was really good. You can't shit on that at all.
That's true.
And the booking's fine, but NXT didn't do anything to really grab me, pull me in. AEW was entertaining one way or the other tonight.
And NXT was a little bit of a go-home show for Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. AEW had a couple. I'm not paying attention moments. Like the main event, which that's a sad thing to say because I'm like, yeah, okay, I know who's gonna win this, and I know what kind of match is gonna be. I know it's gonna be this fucking flippy shit and that flippy shit and that no sell and this no sell. It's anytime you get a Bucks match, you know exactly what you're gonna get the entire time.
And they used Butcher like a crash pad most of the night.
I mean, he's drunk.
Oh yeah, that was brutal. That one where they did the flipping pile driver.
He
Yeah, it
can't
was
feel
bad.
it. He's so high and so drunk, he
No.
can't feel it.
Butcher,
He's like, fucking, just jump on me. I don't care.
Straight edge. Bro.
He wasn't touching his lizard. He was just tucking and untucking his shirt really fast. Brother Len says. I assume he's referencing Giuliani there.
Hashtag Giuliani.
Yeah,
problem.
Rudy didn't win Wednesday.
No.
I want to see Borat 2 so bad now.
Did you hear the chief? They just had a story break that the chief of staff he apparently stole like $75,000 from his campaign that he didn't even run in. So he's going to jail too.
And Trump's got an account in China.
He's got an account in China. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, back to the wrestling. I'm sorry. It's so funny. I saw it and I laughed. I'm sorry.
All right, so Rob's going with AEW. Brian, who won Wednesday?
AEW Dinner Debonair. Then we also had Phoenix versus Penta, and then also the opening match. I mean, that was an awesome curtain jerk between Wardlow and what's his nuts. So yeah, AEW gets my vote. This was an easy one.
So I'm gonna go NXT. And here's why.
Okay.
NXT put together a nice story that was start to finish while also having a bunch of good wrestling. No knock on AEW, which had a lot of good wrestling in itself. But having Paige, Omega, the Bucks, all doing exactly what we thought they would do, being predictable, going toward the contendership, there was no drama. If you want to sell me the drama, sell me the drama. Was there entertainment? There was entertainment on both shows. Like we said, the wrestling was very good. But there was no fucking drama to AEW's show tonight. Was it fun? Oh, hell yeah. Jericho and MJF, fun as hell. There's a lot of other good spots. But when it breaks down to it, this was one of those that, except for the Jericho MJF, I could have read the rundown of who won, just the match synopsis. NXT told a story throughout the night for a reveal that I believe, I can't remember who said it a minute ago, but I believe is a build toward War Games. Another Undisputed Era War Games. The consequence alone that we always talk about that's key here is huge there. While there was tons of consequence on the AEW side, it was stuff that we already knew was going to happen. That's my point. So I gave it to NXT.
I am, you know what, Adam? You know what, dude? Let me tell you something.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
What?
Everything you said made absolute sense and was well thought out and presented very cleanly and very convincingly. And I am going to amend my answer, and I'm going to join you on the NXT train, because when I think about it, yeah, the predictability was a huge nut shot.
That's why you didn't pay attention during the main event.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to happen.
And even the slow the heel turns that NXT or AEW has, they don't do them very well. Cody's clearly drifting to the dark side, but it's not subtle. It's overacted. And same thing with Kenny. And same thing with fucking Bucks. All of their heel turns were kind of lame, to be clear. So yeah, you know what? Damn, dude, I'm going with you. I'm with you.
Wow, I don't think that's ever happened before.
Yeah.
It's rare, but it does.
Yeah, my camera even just froze because of it. It was like,
weird. All right, time for the awards. I'm going to start off with my marked outs. For NXT, new tag champs. That was awesome. I didn't see it coming. That was big. And on AEW, there was stuff to mark out about. But me, if you know me, Eddie Kingston wearing a Mello jersey. Cuse. That made me mark out.
Were you a Knicks fan with fucking Mello on the Knicks for forever?
No, I'm not a Mello fan beyond the fact that he was from Syracuse.
All right, fair enough.
I was never a Nugget fan or all the other fucking teams he's played for. Jesus, I can't even keep track of what team. Blazers. He's been all over. I've been everywhere, man. All right. Brian, what's your marked outs?
Marked out for NXT. It wasn't on TV tonight, but I'm just going to throw it out there. My man, Tino Sabatelli, is back in NXT. As you know, he is the former guy that had a card. He had a lease with Riddick Moss. They had that nice car, and they split the lease. So it's good to see that he's back in the company. I appreciate that. And for AEW, Kenny didn't have eyebrows. So that's got to mean
that
something.
was your marked out.
I marked out. When I saw him come out and I saw, why is his face so tan?
Don't fight him on that.
Why do those women have brooms?
The fact that that's his AEW markout moment, just let that stand. Let that stay for the record. Yeah, let that go.
All right, Rob.
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, so I'm just going to wing it here. Marked out for NXT. I mean, I guess you got to give it to the title change there. You know, you kind of thought it could happen, but didn't see it coming. And the McAfee thing, nobody saw that fucking coming. So well done on that fucking swerve. The mark out for AEW is gonna be. I'm gonna go with Britt Baker.
You were marking out for that whole thing.
I enjoy her segments. I look forward to her segments, and I look forward to her matches now. I do.
It's very weird.
All right.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
He's gone
Welcome.
down with that.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Petty Town's up next. As I look on the board, let's see the marked outs. Will Wagner, NXT, Kushida gets a huge win, hopefully a big push. Stike says NXT, the swerve at the end. AEW, Phoenix and Penta. Let's see. Main event, Swerve, MJF, sweet baritone voice. Those are for Perfect 11. Marked out for AEW, Will Wagner says, knowing that WWE is going to try to do their own version of the MJF Jericho segment and fail miserably. No, I bet you they don't try to emulate it at all.
Man, and I'm here to say,
If anything, they mock it on Twitter.
I'm going
or
to take
something.
your third-party revenue in a completely total kind of way.
All right, Pettytown, last
pal.
stop. Rob,
Pettytown.
kick us off.
Pettytown for NXT is going to be Velveteen Dream and Austin Theory. And Pettytown for AEW is going to be. I mean, predictability is not petty. That's pretty severe. You know, I'm gonna say Nick Jackson. I look at him and I'm just like, I would hate you. I mean, he was nice when I met him, but I only met him for a second. So I
Brian, for the love of God, will you just let me and my
Yeah.
brother eat lunch?
Good Lord, man.
I mean, he was fine, but I kind of want to punch him.
Wow, man.
I don't know. I don't find him believable at all. So
Brian Petty's.
Petty, I'm surprised Jessie Camilla, I forget what her name is, didn't beat Ember Moon. That's why I'm petty, because
Jessie T.
yes, exactly. She's amazing, and she's gonna do great things in NXT. And my Pettytown in AEW. I mean, honestly, man, it's sometimes they have a Pettytown award. This week, I don't think they really had one, man. They were everything was just so. I'm kidding.
Drinking that Kool-Aid.
No, I'm kidding. Pettytown, you know what? I'll say, I guess, how about the Bucks in the main event winning? That match should have been earlier on the card. Maybe put something else there, the Hangman match, something. I don't know. Phoenix.
So the booking, not the fact that the Bucks won. The booking. Order.
Correct.
Okay.
The booking of the show, yeah.
All right, my Pettytown, 1 week, AEW, 1 week, just once. Could you put more than 2 women on your show if you want to really try and compete?
just once.
Yeah.
Gonna
And
try
then
so hard just to make
NXT,
it right.
man. We had part 3 of the Everrise Killian and Drake saga. Come on, can we move along?
And now our next song, Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole Sun.
Everrise is getting the Ely
Everrise.
Brothers treatment.
Please, we only make a $200 guarantee ever.
Pettytown's on the board. Rob serenading someone. Kenny Omega and the Bucks are so confused about how to become bad guys that they think bad booking is the same as getting heat from the audience. That's from Will Wagner about his Pettytown. Amen, brother. That's a good one. And then he says, Pettytown for NXT. Lorch and Birkin deserve to have their first title wins be an achievement rather than a swerve. That is petty. It's petty.
That's petty.
It's petty. Let's see. Stike says Pettytown, Abaddon being ranked higher than Britt Baker, and for NXT, it's Cameron Grimes. Yeah, he was a little annoying tonight.
What's your problem with Cameron Grimes? You don't like him? I don't know what your problem is with him, damn it.
And
He's a good person. He only does meth once a week. He's not. He keeps it under control.
Pettytown from DP
He
Jericho.
never wears his MAGA hat to church.
Pettytown from DP Jericho crying because WWE isn't giving him money for being in the archives anymore.
A little bit of the bubbly.
He's getting plenty of money from Champagne, and it's about to be New Year's, so shut the hell up, Jericho. You're
Shut your
fine.
mouth.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a MAGA voter, so
You spread
Jericho?
I don't know if he is, but he spread COVID.
he's a super spreader.
yeah.
Well,
He
yeah,
hosts
he's
super
at
spreader events.
circuits, right.
He's the goat of microscopic killing devices.
Anyway, Brian, you didn't prepare trivia, right?
No.
Right.
No.
I didn't expect that.
No,
I didn't know I was
We're already
supposed to.
15 minutes over our
Greg
time.
never gave me the
Oh, we
memo.
are. We went long.
we went long tonight.
We got off tangent a lot.
Where are we?
Oh, we had a fun conversational
Yeah,
It
night.
was
this is good
Wednesday.
back
We
and
always
forth.
have fun. We're engaged. We're not just trying to wrap that shit up like Monday.
Yeah.
Come on, dude, finish it. I want to go away.
We couldn't even get our friend to continue doing his 1 minute segment. I mean, that's how sad it is from a Friday recap standpoint. He's like,
Hi, this is Dan
fuck
from
it."
Tennessee. I want to give the SmackDown minute real quick. We had Kofi Kingston
He's
run around
not
the
that
ring.
country.
Then we had some trolls running, and then Lucha House Party did this, and then guess what happened next, boys and girls? I don't. Yep, he came in. I don't even understand what happens there. I don't know what he's trying to do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dano from Tennessee.
And that might be the other reason why you dropped the segment, because Rob makes fun of him.
I love Dan.
Oh, you know who you don't like?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh my God. How you doing, Bob?
Yeah, he's
Love
never
Bob.
going to see this.
I don't know. It's weird.
What
Like
happened?
when me and Bob talk wrestling, it's like Republicans and Democrats. But when me and him talk politics, we're like fucking same page, brother.
Yeah,
You know?
that is weird.
It's
Yeah.
good to block bad things out.
It is, Bob. That's a good point, man. That's a good point.
So it's always good to have the Bob buttons. The Ayatollah of failed disease control. That's DP's mocking of Sturgis and
Oh, I get it.
They made him look like a legitimate contender.
COVID is. That's a bad joke. Just ignore it. We'll roll to the next thing.
COVID is.
Got man booty doll.
Okay.
That shit happened.
Anyway, let's close it down. We don't need any final thoughts. We had a lot of thoughts tonight. We're gonna be back on Monday, maybe, and then and then Brian will be here sometime over the weekend for the All Elite Hour. It depends on if he leaves the underground and if Greg does his fucking job.
Yeah, that's true. But it'll be out this weekend.
It's the holidays coming. I got kids. Rob's got kids. Brian has to pay for his bunker and his 10 moms. So we're asking you to throw us a little bone. We'll give you some content for it. You go to patreon.com/MOWP and you can get one of our 3 tiers. $5 gets you all of our pay-per-view reactions. The $10 tier gets you all of the rest of the stuff, our mark-alongs and things like that. And then if you go for the big prize, the $20 tier gets you a shirt of your choice from markedoutgear.com. Please support us. Please continue to love us. We are Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Me and Rob been here since the beginning. Brian came in not too far after.
Excuse me? What?
He's stretching.
Not too far after.
What?
Not too far
You
after.
gonna throw me under like that?
He just kept talking. I think he just didn't know where to stop. And he was like, we're going to say next. We've been around forever. And Ayatollah of Rockin' Podcast-ola.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I got nothing. So tune in next time. Same smart time, same smart channel.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com
Dance Monkey.
or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair
Hey,
review
give us
and
a
rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Closing time. Time for you to go home to the places you will be from.